Warning: this series contains intense psychological horror, disturbing imagery, themes of possession, confinement, and prolonged mental trauma. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Not suitable for sensitive audiences. Dark. A narrow corridor stretches endlessly. A flickering tube light hums like an insect about to die. Silence. Then, tired eyes. City clothes. A forced calm. She drags her suitcase slowly. The corridor feels too quiet. She stops. The tube light above her flickers hard, almost turning off. Emily exhales. Emily. Under her breath. Just a place to sleep. She walks. Behind her, a soft footstep echoes. Emily turns. Empty corridor. She frowns, shakes it off, keeps walking. Emily opens the door. A small room. Clean, but unnaturally cold. She steps inside. The door closes on its own. A soft click. Emily freezes. She turns slowly. Stares at the door. Emily. Okay. She laughs nervously. Emily unpacks. Her phone shows the time. 2:16 a.m. She places the phone on the bed. Suddenly, scratching sound. From the wall beside her bed. She stops moving. Listens. The sound stops. Emily touches the wall. Cold. Slightly damp. She pulls her hand back. There are faint red marks on her fingers. Not blood. More like rust mixed with moisture. Emily washes her hands. She looks up at the mirror. Her reflection looks normal. She turns away. Then, the reflection smiles. Emily spins back. Normal again. Her breath quickens. Emily. I'm just tired. She turns off the light. Emily lies in bed. Eyes open. The darkness feels thick, pressing. A sound. Breathing. Not hers. Slow. Close. From inside the wall. Emily. Whispering. Hello? The breathing stops. Silence. Her phone lights up. 2:17 a.m. A notification appears. Unknown contact. You shouldn't sleep here. Emily sits up sharply. Emily. Who is this? She types. No signal. Her phone screen glitches. Suddenly. Knock. Knock. From inside the wall. Not the door. The wall. Emily backs away. The wall bulges slightly, like something pressing from inside. A voice. Muffled. Female. Broken. Voice OS. Emily. Emily's eyes widen. Emily. How do you know my name? The wall starts to crack, hairline fractures spreading. A whisper leaks through. Voice OS. We were never allowed to leave. Emily SCREAMS. Emily jolts awake on a couch. Sunlight. Girls talking normally. Was it a dream? Sarah Miller, 27. Calm. Sharp eyes. Senior resident. Sarah. First night. Emily nods, confused. Emily. Did anyone knock on my wall last night? Sarah's expression stiffens. Just for a second. Sarah. You need to forget what you hear here. Emily blinks. Emily. What? Sarah leans closer. Low voice. Sarah. This place listens. Emily walks back to room 208. The wall is normal. No cracks. No marks. But, scratched into the paint, very faint. We are still here. Emily's face drains of color. Emily stands still, staring at the wall. The scratched words. We are still here. She slowly reaches out. Touches the paint. Nothing unusual. No cracks. No sound. But her hand is shaking. Emily splashes water on her face. Looks up. The mirror reflection is a fraction late. Not enough to scream. Enough to notice. Emily steps back. Emily. No. No, no. She turns away. The bathroom light flickers. Behind her, a faint wet footprint appears on the floor. Bare. Small. Childlike. Emily doesn't see it. Several girls eating quietly. The mood is wrong for a hostel. Too silent. Too controlled. Emily sits across from Lucy Bennett, 22. Soft-spoken. Nervous energy. Lucy. You didn't sleep, did you? Emily looks up. Emily. Did everyone hear things on their first night? Lucy freezes. Slowly lowers her spoon. Lucy. You heard her too. Emily's stomach tightens. Emily. Her? Lucy leans in. Whispers. Lucy. The girl who cries inside the walls. Emily's breath catches. Emily. Who is she? Lucy shakes her head quickly. Fear flashes in her eyes. Lucy. Don't ask names here. Old files stacked everywhere. Dust. Yellowed papers. Emily stands across from MRS. Caldwell, 60s. The caretaker. Calm to the point of being unnatural. Emily. I want to change rooms. Mrs. Caldwell doesn't look up. Mrs. Caldwell. Rooms don't change people here. Emily frowns. Emily. Excuse me? Mrs. Caldwell finally looks at her. A long stare. Mrs. Caldwell. You'll get used to the noises. Emily steps back. Emily. What noises? Mrs. Caldwell smiles. Too wide. Mrs. Caldwell. Exactly. Emily walks down the stairs. The stairwell lights turn off one by one, following her. She speeds up. Footsteps echo behind her. She turns. Sarah Miller stands there. Still. Watching. Emily. Did you scratch my wall? Sarah's eyes darken. Sarah. You saw it. Emily nods. Sarah, Thointeed. Then it's already noticed you. Emily swallows. Emily. Notice me how? Sarah steps closer. Low voice. Sarah. Like food. Emily sets up her phone camera, aimed at the wall. Recording. She sits on the bed. Waiting. Minutes pass. Nothing. She exhales. Suddenly. A low moan. The wall trembles slightly. Emily doesn't scream. She watches. The paint begins to darken, spreading like a bruise. A face slowly presses outward from inside the wall. Female. Mouth open. No eyes. Just skin. Voice OS. Please, don't forget me. Emily stands, frozen. Emily. Who are you? The face presses harder. The wall breathes. Voice OS. I died before I disappeared. The face suddenly sinks back in. The wall returns to normal. Silence. Emily looks at her phone. The recording is still running. She checks playback. On screen, the wall is quiet. But behind Emily, something stands. Tall. Still. Watching her. Emily drops the phone. The phone screen cracks. The image glitches. Audio plays back. Not her voice. Not the crying girl. A whisper. Deep. Multiple voices at once. Voices VO. She was here. Now she's part of us. Emily backs away until she hits the door. The doorknob does not turn. Emily bursts out of her room, breathing hard. The corridor is longer than before. Lights stretch unnaturally far. At the far end, a girl stands facing the wall. Long hair. White dress. Perfectly still. Emily. Hey. The girl turns slowly. Her face is smooth. No features. Just skin. She points at the wall. Words carve themselves into it. Fresh. Deep. Painful. She was here. The faceless girl steps backward and merges into the wall. Emily screams. Emily is on her knees, shaking. The words on the wall. She was here. They begin to slowly fade, as if absorbed back into the paint. The corridor lights return to normal. Girls pass by casually. No one reacts. As if nothing happened. Emily looks around. Emily. Horse. Did you see that? No response. One girl walks straight past the spot where the faceless girl disappeared. Through it. Like it was never there. Emily stands. Terrified realization sets in. She is alone in seeing it. Sarah locks the door behind Emily. Curtains drawn. Lights dim. Sarah. You're not imagining it. Emily exhales sharply. Emily. Then why does everyone act like I am? Sarah sits on the bed. Avoids eye contact. Sarah. Because once you admit it's real, it starts remembering you. Emily frowns. Emily. Remembering me how? Sarah finally looks up. Eyes wet. Sarah. Like a place remembers a murder. Silence. Sarah leads Emily downward. The staircase is not on any map. Lights flicker violently. The air grows colder with each step. Emily notices scratched names on the walls. Dozens. Hundreds. Some scratched so deeply the concrete is exposed. Emily. Who are they? Sarah stops. Touches one name. Sarah. Residence. Emily scans the wall. Her breath stops. At the bottom. Emily Carter. Fresh. Still bleeding paint. Emily. That wasn't there before. Sarah swallows. Sarah. It writes ahead to an old metal door. Rust covered. Padlocked. Sarah removes the lock. The lock falls to the floor on its own. The door opens slowly. Inside. A small room. No furniture. Walls layered with scratch marks. Dried blood stains. The smell of iron. Emily steps inside. The door slams shut behind them. The room hums. A low-frequency vibration. Emily's ears ring. Suddenly, the temperature drops. Breath becomes visible. A girl's voice echoes softly. Voice OS. It hurts when it remembers. Emily spins. A girl stands in the corner. Hannah, 19. Pale. Sunken eyes. Bare feet. Very real. Very alive. Emily. Oh my God, you're... Hannah raises a finger to her lips. Hannah. If it hears you, it seals me back in. Emily whispers. Emily, how long have you been here? Hannah tilts her head, thinking. Hannah, I stopped counting after my skin peeled. Emily recoils. Sarah closes her eyes. Sarah locks the door behind Emily. Curtains drawn. Lights dim. Sarah, you're not imagining it. Emily exhales sharply. Emily, then why does everyone act like I am? Sarah sits on the bed. Avoids eye contact. Sarah, because once you admit it's real, it starts remembering you. Emily frowns. Emily, remembering me how? Sarah finally looks up. Eyes wet. Sarah, like a place remembers a murder. Silence. Sarah leads Emily downward. The staircase is not on any map. Lights flicker violently. The air grows colder with each step. Emily notices scratched names on the walls. Dozens. Hundreds. Some scratched so deeply the concrete is exposed. Emily. Who are they? Sarah stops. Touches one name. Sarah. Residence. Emily scans the wall. Her breath stops. At the bottom. Emily Carter. Fresh. Still bleeding paint. Emily. That wasn't there before. Sarah swallows. Sarah. It writes ahead to an old metal door. Rust covered. Padlocked. Sarah removes the lock. The lock falls to the floor on its own. The door opens slowly. Inside. A small room. No furniture. Walls layered with scratch marks. Dried blood stains. The smell of iron. Emily steps inside. The door slams shut behind them. The room hums. A low-frequency vibration. Emily's ears ring. Suddenly, the temperature drops. Breath becomes visible. A girl's voice echoes softly. Voice OS. It hurts when it remembers. Emily spins. A girl stands in the corner. Hannah, 19. Pale. Sunken eyes. Bare feet. Very real. Very alive. Emily. Oh my God, you're... Hannah raises a finger to her lips. Hannah. If it hears you, it seals me back in. Emily whispers. Emily. How long have you been here? Hannah tilts her head, thinking. Hannah. I stopped counting after my skin peeled. Emily recoils. Sarah closes her eyes. The lights flicker. The room shifts. Suddenly, the walls look newer, cleaner. Emily blinks. Now, the room is full of girls. Laughing. Talking. A past version. Emily realizes. They're watching a memory. Hannah steps forward. Younger. Alive. Happy. Then, the door locks. Screams. The memory skips. Hannah is on the floor. Bleeding. Begging. The walls close in slightly, breathing. Young Hannah. Please. I won't tell anyone. The wall responds. A whisper. Deep. Cruel. Wall VO. You already did. The memory collapses. Emily staggers. Hannah screams. The wall behind her opens like flesh. Hands emerge, pulling her backward. Emily grabs Hannah's arm. Sarah grabs Emily. The wall pulls harder. Hannah looks directly at Emily. Tears stream down her face. Hannah, don't let it remember my face. The wall rips Hannah inside. Seals shut instantly. Silence. Emily collapses. Sobbing, Emily and Sarah stumble out. The door to room 203 is gone. Just a wall. Perfect. Clean. A new name scratches itself into the surface. Hannah Reed. Emily watches. Something changes in her eyes. Fear mixed with rage. Emily sits on her bed, staring at the wall. Calm now. Too calm. She presses her ear against it. Listens. The wall whispers back. Not threatening. Inviting. Wall VO. You understand us now. Emily pulls back. Her reflection in the mirror. Smiles. But she doesn't. The hostel is quiet. Too quiet. Emily walks barefoot down the corridor. She doesn't remember leaving her room. Her feet stop in front of room 214. The door is slightly open. A low whispering leaks out. Not one voice. Many inside. Lucy Bennett sits on the floor, rocking. Her fingernails are bloody, torn down to the skin. The walls around her are covered in symbols scratched deep into the paint. Emily steps closer. Emily. Lucy? Lucy looks up. Her eyes are bloodshot. She smiles, but her face doesn't move right. Lucy. It finally picked me. Emily freezes. Emily. Picked you for what? Lucy slowly stands. The whispering stops. Silence presses in. Lucy. To speak. Lucy's mouth opens. But the voice that comes out is not hers. Layered. Hollow. Voice, through Lucy. You brought her to us. Emily backs away. Emily. I didn't. Lucy's body jerks violently. She screams. Her own voice now. Lucy. Make it stop. Her head snaps sideways at an impossible angle. There is a loud crack. Lucy collapses. Dead. Emily screams. Emily kneels beside Lucy's body. No pulse. No breath. Blood pools beneath her head. Emily's hands shake. Then, Lucy's mouth moves again. Without breath. Lucy VO. Soft, satisfied. Now she's quiet. Emily staggers back. Residents gather. Lucy's body is covered with a sheet. No police. No ambulance. Mrs. Caldwell stands calmly. Emily. Shouting. She's dead. She was alive last night. Mrs. Caldwell looks at Emily. Cold. Mrs. Caldwell. People die everywhere. Emily turns to the others. Emily. She was possessed. Silence. No one meets her eyes. Sarah grips Emily's arm. Hard. Sarah. Stop. Emily yanks her arm free. Emily. You knew this could happen. Sarah whispers urgently. Sarah. If you say it out loud, it stays longer. Mrs. Caldwell steps forward. Mrs. Caldwell. Room 214 will be sealed. Emily stares. Emily. That's it. She just disappears? Mrs. Caldwell nods. Mrs. Caldwell. Like the rest, workers brick up room 214. Lucy's name is scratched into the wall, right next to Hannah's. Emily watches, unblinking, as the last brick is placed. A handprint appears from the inside, pressing, begging, then fades. Emily sits on the floor, shaking. Sarah hands her a glass of water. Emily doesn't drink. Emily. How many? Sarah hesitates. Sarah. I stopped counting after 20. Emily looks up, horrified. Emily. Why are you still here? Sarah's eyes fill. Sarah. Because it doesn't let witnesses leave. Emily's jaw tightens. Emily. Then I'm not leaving. Sarah stiffens. Sarah. Emily. Emily. I'm not letting it choose anyone else. The wall behind them creaks softly. Listening. Emily sits against the wall, eyes closed, breathing slow. The wall whispers again. Gentler now. Almost kind. Wall VO. You hear us clearly. Emily opens her eyes. Emily. You kill them. The wall pulses. Wall VO. We keep them. Emily presses her palm against the wall. The surface is warm. Like skin. Emily. You're lying. The wall vibrates. Almost laughing. Wall VO. So will you. Emily pulls her hand back. Her palm is stained dark, like bruising. Emily walks. She doesn't know where she's going. Doors begin to open one by one as she passes. Inside each room, a resident stands motionless, facing the wall, whispering. Emily realizes. They're not whispering to the walls. They're repeating what the walls say. Emily reaches the end of the corridor. A door marked. Staff only. She opens it. Old photographs line the walls. Decades old. Same building. Same corridor. Same rooms. Different faces. Emily studies the photos. Her blood runs cold. In the newest photo, Sarah is in it. Dated 15 years ago. Emily stumbles back. Emily. That's impossible. Behind her, Sarah stands in the doorway. Expression unreadable. Sarah. It keeps us the way it needs us. Emily slowly turns. Realization hits. Emily. You're not trapped here. Sarah steps closer. Sarah. No. Emily's voice breaks. Emily. You belong to it. Sarah smiles. And for the first time, the smile is not human. The hostel doors slam shut. Every exit locks at once. Windows seal with a loud metallic thud. Outside light disappears. The building exhales. Satisfied, Emily stands frozen. Residents scream as doors lock them inside rooms. Phones show no signal. Clocks glitch. Different times on every screen. Emily. This place is doing it on purpose. Sarah stands beside her. Calm. Too calm. Sarah. It always does. Emily wakes up screaming. Her hands are covered in dry blood. She runs to the mirror. On her stomach. Words carved into her skin. Not deep. Intentional. Next, Emily vomits. Multiple residents sit in a circle. Eyes blank. Mouths moving in sync. Speaking one sentence through different throats. Residents, in unison. We remember everything you try to forget. Emily covers her ears. The sound still plays inside her head. A group tries to escape. They run upstairs. The staircase never ends. They collapse from exhaustion. When they look back, the floor below is gone. Just darkness. One girl slips. She falls. Her scream cuts off instantly, as if swallowed. No sound of impact. Emily forces the door open. Finds old videotapes. She plays one. On screen. A ritual. Young women lined against walls. Their mouths sewn shut. Alive. The building was fed pain to keep it standing. Emily staggers back. Emily, this place was never haunted. Sarah steps in. Sarah. No. Emily. It was built this way. Sarah nods. Sarah. And it needs someone new to lead it. The room reappears. Impossible. Walls dripping. Hannah's voice returns. Screaming from everywhere. Emily drops to her knees. Hannah Vio. It hurts to be remembered wrong. The wall splits. Faces emerge. Lucy. Hannah. Others. All watching Emily. Not angry. Expectant. Emily tries to leave. The main door opens. Freedom. She steps outside and finds herself back in the corridor. The door closes behind her. Locked forever. Sarah touches her shoulder. Sarah. Now you know. Emily whispers. Emily. Know what? Sarah smiles gently. Sarah. No one leaves. Emily wakes up. She doesn't recognize herself in the mirror. Her eyes are darker. Her voice echoes slightly when she speaks. The final ritual begins on its own. Candles light without fire. Walls bleed slowly. Residents are dragged, not by hands, but by the floor itself. Emily screams. No one hears. Sarah kneels. Other caretakers appear. Some from decades ago. Some not fully human. Sarah. You don't die here. She looks at Emily. Sarah, Thoenteed. You are preserved. Emily sees herself. Younger. Arriving with a suitcase. Episode 1. The cycle is visible now. She tries to warn herself. Her voice cannot reach. The wall absorbs it. Emily is strapped against the wall. Not physically. The wall holds her shadow. Her body trembles. Voices flood her mouth. She screams. But the scream turns into whispers. Her eyes go empty. A new girl enters. Fresh. Hopeful. Dragging a suitcase. Emily stands at the reception desk. Clean. Calm. Caretaker now. She smiles. Perfectly normal. New girl. Is this place safe? Emily pauses. Just a second too long. Then, Emily, you'll get used to it. The wall behind her breathes. Satisfied, the wall. A new name scratches itself slowly. Emily Carter. Right next to dozens of others. The scratching never stops. If you enjoyed this horror story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon for more terrifying stories.